What's up, cool people? Welcome to another game review. It has been too long. So today I'm looking at Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix in particular. Yeah. The last Kingdom Hearts game that I did any kind of review for was way back in Chain of Memories, and not terribly long after I played it either. Okay, while I'm on this screen, let me just say, Gummi Ship stuff in Kingdom Hearts 2. Vast improvement, in my opinion, over Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, the menu is, or the editor seems a little bit easier, more user-friendly, I would say, at least. I've made a whole bunch of original blueprints and stuff, partially because of that. You get a whole bunch of sample blueprints that are actually easy to find and use. And even some special models and stuff. And then the Gummi Ship missions are, yeah, they're actually like missions. It's not just going between the different worlds. There's more than just travel to it, but I don't know if I have, well, I guess I could show a little bit. Just so you see what it's like.
Bring it on.
Initially, yes, it is also traveling between the different worlds in the game. But, like, you destroy the other ships, you collect these medals and things, and it keeps track of a score that you want to try to get above a certain amount. At least for certain types of missions, your goal is to get a high enough score. For others, it's to destroy as many enemies as you can. And overall, it's just way more engaging than the Kingdom Hearts 1 Gummi Ship stuff was. But kind of hoping a little mission mini-boss shows up, because otherwise I think I've shown just about all that I care to for that. Yeah, here we go. This guy is, well, he died real quick. But oh yeah, if you defeat certain enemies fast enough, other stronger versions will spawn that are different colors. So like, you've seen some of the enemies show up colored red. That's a special one. I think after red they go to like more of a gold color. That's even more rare. But anyway, now I feel like I'm most of the way through this mission already and might as well just go to the end of it. I do believe I unintentionally selected one of the earliest missions in the game, so there is that. So yeah, especially as you get better ships and stuff, these become generally a whole lot easier. But that's kind of necessary, because later on, the missions get a lot more difficult. So having better ships to tackle them becomes necessary, pretty much. But, anywho. So that's Gummi Ship stuff. As far as combat goes, let me get myself into a tournament in Olympus here to show you what some of that's like. Although I could just fight along the way, now that I think about it. So yeah. Combat. Compared to Kingdom Hearts 1. I mean, it's definitely more similar than it is different. Not like if you were to compare it with Chain of Memories or whatever. But honestly, the combat's even more fluid than it was in Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, major step up. So, like, from a gameplay standpoint, kudos all around for all the different changes that were made. See, that one means you can't use the drive gauge. Can use drives alone, but probably not limits. Use summons alone. No special rules here. Okay, let's go with that one so I can show everything that I might want to. For example, there are new kinds of magic that weren't in the first game. Very welcome additions. That one was Magnet. There's also Reflect, which is just ridiculous sometimes in this game. It'll get you out of so many jams. Assuming you actually get hit with anything, it'll then bounce it back to the enemies and possibly do even more than that. But things that are even more distinctly different. Yeah, you still have summons. It is possible as you explore the worlds to change around your party members. Let's see, Kingdom Hearts 2 also has reaction commands that show up. You've also got limits, which in a way aren't entirely new, but there's definitely a different way that you get to them. You have different summons in this game than some of the previous ones, but they're also pretty nice to have sometimes. I will say, though, in addition to all of this stuff, other than, I guess, the limits and other kinds of magic and such, like, okay, summons can be separately leveled up. And speaking of things that you can level up, there's also drive forms, which are their own kind of ridiculous. You can assign other keyblades to them, and that means you get... Oh yeah, each keyblade also has its own added ability that you get for equipping it. So, like, there's all sorts of ridiculousness that you can get into with the drive forms, then having different combinations of those keyblades. But the drive forms also level up separate from Sora, and each in their own distinct way. So, all this to say, like, combat in this game, 10 out of 10. Like, good luck finding a game with, like, obviously better combat than this. Just the variety of ways that you can go about things. Like, for a game with combat as active as this, like, you're gonna be hard pressed to find too many other games that give you more ways to customize the experience. And on top of that, it flows smoothly, and there's just so many good things about it. Additionally, the story. Oh man. You know, this is a point in the series where most of the lore still made sense to pretty much everybody. But, like, it, you know, still expands on the story of Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories really well. Yeah, these battles in particular is where Reflect really kind of becomes overpowered. Yeah, without using Reflect, these battles can be kind of tough. But, yeah, with it, piece of cake. Anyway. Okay, I kind of think I've shown enough of the combat. I'm actually going to go back out to the world map just to do and show some other stuff a bit more clearly. So, the worlds presented within Kingdom Hearts 2 are... some of them are the same as Kingdom Hearts 1. Others are different, which is a good thing. Like, Olympus is obviously the same, but each world, you know, it shows the recommended battle level, but as you can see from a lot of these worlds, if you look at the top right of the screen when I go up to each one, most of them have 2 keyholes. So you go to each world not only once, but twice within the story of the game. And I've kind of gotten all the treasure chests, so I can't really show you too much with that kind of stuff. But, oh yeah, I can show you right now,
Goofy! Come on!
swapping out party members.
Captain! Very well.
So, rather than, you know, needing to go back to a save point if you want to swap people from your party, you could just do that as you're traveling around. But yeah, similar to the 2 visits to each world within the story, like, there's all sorts of other ways that the game just, like, kind of offers more. I mean, there's, as I mentioned, more combat options. I don't know if there's necessarily more treasure chests, but there's definitely a lot of stuff to do. There are other, like, kind of side quest mission things. And that's all within the journal, of course. You've got a whole bunch of... Oh, that's something I should actually... I should go to a different place to show you a certain thing, but there's all sorts of, like... I guess you might call them super boss battles. Some of them show up all in one spot. Some of them are scattered throughout the game. But let me go to the place that has the clump of them. Which I guess this is probably the closest save point. Oh yeah, there's also a nice little, somewhat secret endgame-ish area over here, which is how you initially get to the place that I'm about to show. But after that, you can just come over this way, and ta-da! You've got a whole big boss rush battle room for the entirety of Organization 13, who are, you know, the bad guys. If you're familiar with Chain of Memories, you already kind of know who they are. Not necessarily every member, but yeah. These are like all beefed up versions of those battles that you had against them. Additionally, there are other kinds of missions with, like, let me see here. So there are these mushroom guys that you find all around, and there's individual challenges for those. There's so much stuff to do, but it's not so much yet that it's, like, completely overwhelming. Trying to figure out if I were to do one of these as an example, which one. Honestly, I think Zigbar's... you know what? Let's go Luxord, because his gimmick is the most gimmicky and possibly least difficult to find your way out of.
The first to run out of time is the loser. A challenge, is it? Do you know the rules?
Crud. That was the wrong thing. Well, it's either going to go really well or really poorly against Luxord, honestly. Anywho, so, what I'm trying to eventually get to is, combat's great, story's great, like, I'm not usually one to give a 10 out of 10 in game reviews. In fact, I don't think I have given a single 10 out of 10 in any of my actual posted game reviews. But this game just might be a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I have literally no complaints about anything in this game. There are challenging things about it if you want to challenge. The basic story isn't necessarily super challenging on its own, which in my mind is a good thing because it doesn't necessarily, you know, keep casual players out. or away from playing. This game is most people's favorite in the series. For good reason. Like, not a single thing that I would change. And yeah, there's different difficulty levels that can give you more of a challenge or less of a challenge. Nothing really particularly not family friendly about it either. I mean, yeah, there might be a little bit of some stuff with the Pirates world that's like, yeah, okay, there's alcohol, but there's no foul language. Now, I will say, in terms of being able to understand what's going on in the story and things like that, that's not necessarily something I would say is, you know, rated E for everyone exactly. The game is rated E10 plus by the ESRB, so I think you gotta have at least that kind of cognitive development to get a decent sense of what's going on and some of the words that are used by the characters. But yeah. Combat's good. Story's good. Music's good. Side questing stuff is good. Level of challenge or not, and adaptability thereof is good. Just, I have no notes. No complaints. Whatsoever. Okay, one other thought before I fully wrap this up that I just thought about. Atlantica here. It is not like it was in Kingdom Hearts 1. Atlantica is essentially just a series of rhythm-based mini-games, which, if you like that kind of thing, good for you. If you don't like that kind of thing, it doesn't take that long, and it's kind of optional. But yeah, if I were to change anything about the game, it would probably be Atlantica. I don't necessarily dislike it that strongly. It's just I don't know. To be blunt, the music makes me cringe sometimes. But that's really about all it boils down to, so like, okay, fine. Maybe with that little thought about Atlantica, 9.9 out of 10. But otherwise, no complaints whatsoever. Really, really good game. Definitely play it if you have any inkling. So yeah, that kind of covers all my thoughts, I think. As far as Kingdom Hearts 2 is concerned. So, yeah. Let me know what you think as well. But that's going to do it for me. Alright, so there you have my thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 2. I might be a little bit biased, but like, even trying to look past that, I don't really see any glaring flaws in the game. I mean, okay, Atlantica is a matter of personal opinion more than absolute fact. And, you know, maybe some things could be touched up here and there a little bit just to make it slightly better. But honestly, still, solid game. Like, at least 9.5 out of 10, I would rate it. And that's just relative to today's technology and what can be done in video games. This is not today that this game was made. So, for the time, it was one of the best experiences you could get in a game, period. It still kind of is, but just there's less ability to do things than, we can do in games today. Anyway, I digress. Yes, I would definitely recommend playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories beforehand, especially Kingdom Hearts 1, but there are collections available now that are the same price as a regular game today, if not lower, especially if there's any sort of sale going on. So, it's not that hard to get a hold of this series right now, and not too expensive either. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if you have even the slightest bit of interest in anything like this, you should play this game. Period. Anyway, okay. That's all I got. As always, like the video if you enjoyed it, share with others if you want them to see, subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get updates when I post new videos. Maybe I'll get back to some more reviews a little bit more often here in the near future, since things have settled down on my end. But no promises there. But if you want to see what I post when I post it, subscribe and click the bell. And of course, if you want more ways to access my content and engage in all that kind of stuff, look down in the description for links to all of my internet profiles across social media and Discord and supporter page stuff, and literally everything's down there. And of course, down below all that, if you'd rather just leave a comment here, it's right down there for you. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another video. But whatever the case is, until next time, stay cool, people.